Lucis Osmo, Mike Smith. We're at Peabody High School, where the Peabody High School Tanners are taking on the Revere Patriots on an all-important Northeast Conference game. This could mean a playoff bid for one of these teams tonight.
Yeah, Lou, both teams are entering the contest at 1-2. Big day to go into the last 3 weeks of the season into the playoffs, at 500. They want to be 2-2 to make a playoff spot.
And we are going down to Steve to get his input on the game tonight, and he's going to be doing the on-field commentating.
What's going on, guys? How are you? I'm Steve Riccardi down here on the sideline. Currently 58 degrees. Going to get into the low 50s by the second half of this game, so it's going to be really interesting to see if that's going to affect the Peabody offense. Matt Jendasevich, the transfer senior quarterback from Malden Catholic. Peabody trying to go with a spread offense this year with zone blocking, trying to add some more offensive firepower to a team that's really struggled to score points. So we'll see if the cold weather temperature can have an effect on this game. Back to you guys.
So, Lou, what we have is we have all of our captains out there. Chris Glass, number 53, 77, Mike Locke, 52, Abe Kaba, 34, Tyler Norman, and number 38, Jake Souza. And it looks like Peabody
won the toss. Peabody won.
And it looks like they're deferring, Lou.
I thought we had the mic on the officials, but I guess it's not working. I'm not sure.
Well, we'll do our best to interpret their calls. So Peabody's going to kick from the south goal, and Revere's going to receive on the north goal. So, Lou.
There's the ROTC ready to give a national anthem, Mike.
Well, as a former United States Marine, combat veteran of the Korean War, this is something special for you.
It is every game, and every time they do that. Mike, one thing I noticed that I don't believe in, Peabody won the toss, and it seems all the teams defer. And I don't really, in high school football, I think you should try and take the ball and score first, and you put a dent into the other visiting team.
Get the ball as many times as you want.
Right. And
get it as many times as you want. I got to tell you that young lady did a tremendous job on the national anthem. And I'll tell you, it was moving to watch her standing and singing next to Coach Betancourt, whose son was hugging him, during the playing of the national anthem. And to see both teams simultaneously raise their helmets at the same time was just a very touching moment. That's what it's all about. So, our kicker's name is Leggett.
Leggett, huh?
Leggett.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great name for a kicker?
It is.
You know what? That's like the eye doctor in Tossfield. You know what his name is? Seymour.
Seymour.
Leggett and Seymour. Vocational names that are the best.
Okay, we're all ready for the kickoff, Mike, and it's up to you.
All right. So I'm just going to make a little bit of prediction. Watch Tyler Norman, number 34, right in the middle, right next to Leggett. All right. So good kick, bouncing to the 15, fielded, and the running back is knocked out of bounds. Number 24, Carlson Hannes, was in on that tackle. He's also one of the defensive backs for Peabody High. So Lou, Revere's going to take over right at it looks like the 26-yard line.
Number 7, Murphy, is their quarterback, Mike. Furlong is a running back, and I hope he doesn't go many furlongs.
That's an old-time measurement, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have an off tackle to the left, and it looks like Joe Mastro Marino made the tackle. He's a senior, a defensive back, so he came up and closed the gap very well for the Tanners.
So he only picked up a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9.
So Revere's under center. Again, not a spread offense. It's a double wing, handoff, kind of a jet sweep, and he's brought down by number 3, Kyle Maglione, who's a sophomore. So he was the offside linebacker, and he actually chased the running back down across the field. That was a nice athletic play, Lou.
Right, and he came across pretty fast too, and he hit him hard. He took him down with one tackle.
And again, you're talking about a sophomore with, playing at this level. So that's a nice degree of athleticism.
3rd down and 2.
Now, we referred to, Joe Casey, number 32, who was had been a starting linebacker. So it does look like Josh Tanza, a senior, number 42, was in there for him. So the linebacker core will be Joe Casey, Jake Souza, and Kyle Maglione. And again, up front, Chris Glass, Mike Locke, Abe Carver, and Tyler Norman. So Brandon Caniff, Joe Mastromarino, Dylan Peluso, and Carlos Hernandez are defensive backs. So again, you get the double wing. Revere's under center, not a spread offense. We got motion left, off tackle left, and there's a pretty big game. Again, number 9, Dylan Peluso made that tackle, but that's a first down for the Revere Patriots. They're going to take over at the Peabody High 47-yard line.
That was a great run by him. Yeah, and it was a big hole for him, too.
Yeah, if you take a look at the Peabody High defensive line, you'll see number 77, Locke, and 52, Caba, and they actually line up at an angle and try to close in on the A-gaps on either side of the center to shut the middle down. So Revere, the last couple of running plays, they've been more off tackle, outside the guards, because Peabody High isn't going to give them the inside. Again, here's Revere under center. And it's just a dive play and great tackle by number 53, Chris Glass, a senior. Very good job. Nice penetration. So, Lou, 2nd and 10, 8:50 left in the first quarter.
And both teams, Revere's showing they can move the ball, and Peabody has stopped Revere a couple of times.
Well, they haven't, they just tried the one jet sweep, and again, double wing, motion. There's a pass. Good. Okay. Great penetration by number 34, Tyler Norman, the defensive end.
Yeah, and they wanted a hold on that play, but there are no flags.
Well, so that'll put it 3rd and 10 from the Peabody 47-yard line.
Peabody needs to stop now and then give Revere the opportunity of pushing to Peabody back with a punt.
Yeah, so, Everett, again, during their big run, they ran an offense very similar to this, and it was before Coach Dibbs' son became the quarterback, and they went to a spread throwing offense, but they went double wing and with motion, but no huddle, speed offense. Yes. And that's number 52, Kaba, senior captain.
Flag. They're going to call him hitting them on the head of the quarterback. Watch, it's going to be against Peabody.
I'd like to see the replay on that to see exactly what he did.
Face mask.
Okay.
That hurts. Nice stop and everything.
Well, he had great penetration on that play.
Maybe they don't get the first down on this. I don't know.
Well, that's what you get with a spot foul. So,
right.
So the ball's set at the 43.
So it'll be about 3rd down and 6.
Yeah. No, you know what? They're assessing it from the line of scrimmage.
Wow, now it's from the... That hurts.
I just noticed that they put number 21, Lewis Gerdes, in, a senior. He switches in, at the running back position.
Right, he's a good running back also.
So now he's in on defense, and maybe they're going to try to get a little more pressure from the outside with his speed. All right, toss sweep left. The toss sweep to the left. It looks like a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, he did a lot of running for that 5 yards, it seems.
Chris Glass was in on that, along with number, it looks like 34, Lou. Tyler Norman was in on that.
So it looks like about 2nd down and 4.
So Revere's on the 32-yard line of Peabody. We got 7:18 left in the first quarter. And they're just grinding it away. Now here they are. They're in the spread now. Shotgun with 2 receivers to the right. And there was a tremendous effort by Dylan Peluso to try to knock the ball down, but it was just outside the tips of his fingers. And he's actually getting a coaching point on the sideline right now. But that's what the game's all about. You take the chance to make the big play.
So it's on the 6-yard line, 1st down and goal for Revere.
So if you look at Locke has now gone directly over the center. It's like an odd man front defensively now that the goal line, and that's a great
worked.
tackle by number 52 Kaba. I mean, he's had a couple of great plays with great penetration. So that'll move it back to the 7-yard line of Peabody High.
So it's 2nd down and 7 for Revere Patriots.
So you like that joke about Seymour? Dr. Seymour?
Dr. Seymour.
Dr. Seymour, the greatest eye doctor around.
I got to go to him, I guess.
All right, Lou, we got a double wing with motion left, toss sweep left. He's breaking to the sideline, and we got a stop at the sideline.
Yeah, about the 2-yard line.
And that looks like Carlos Hernandez, one of the defensive backs. He forced the runner out of bounds. So that picked up like 3 yards. And we're on the 3-yard line, Lou.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3. Need a big stop now. Revere is really mixing up its plays pretty well.
You know, they really are. They've jet sweep, they've toss sweep outside, they've gone to the guns. Oh, the quarterback tripped. I don't know if his knee went down. Great penetration. And
by number 3 and 52.
You know what? That's Carver again. He's been in their backfield, I think, more than their backs on this drive. So it's 4th and 5 on the 5. 4th and goal on the 5.
Yeah, lost another couple of yards on that play.
I mean, Revere's had the ball almost this whole quarter.
And that's what I mentioned in the opening game. I think you're better off taking the kick.
Well, here we go. Toss sweep right. He's getting to the outside, and he's going to get in for the touchdown.
Right. Made it look easy.
You know, Lou, you talk about the 12 or 13 plays that they had on offense, and you start to analyze it in terms of the distribution. I mean, I'm counting at least 2 outside plays to the right, 2 outside plays to the left, 2 off tackle to the right, 2 off tackle to the left. There was the pass attempt. So they're spreading it out. I mean, there's an even distribution. And then there were a couple of plays in the very beginning of the drive right up the middle. Flag is on the play.
Looks like it's against Revere, huh?
Yep. All right. So they're going to now try
and kick it from here.
5 yards farther away. It was a high snap.
Wow,
but,
that was a high kick, too.
Yeah,
he got it in.
The holder, he made a great play. He got it down, and the kick was up and good. So with 5:08 left in the first quarter, Revere takes the lead 7-0 after a long sustained drive, more than half of the first quarter. But Lou, I go right back to your point, about why defer?
Yeah, I know. Especially in high school football. Get all the points you can early.
Traditionally, if you're playing in bad weather conditions on a real field, you may want to defer based on the field conditions because it gets worse during the course of the game.
All the wind conditions.
Or wind, yes.
Yeah.
But, this is all about how many times do you have the ball? How many times can you score?
Right.
So, Gurades is back deep. So number 21, Louis Gerdes is back, and number 3, Kyle Maglione is back deep. And it's going to go to Lewis, number 21. He gets it on the 15-yard line, breaking to the middle of the field, and he coughs up the ball. You know, the Revere defender grabbed him by the shirt and stretched it about 1.5 feet away from the shoulder pad, swung him around, and Revere did recover the fumble. They recovered it on, it looks like the 13-yard line of Peabody High. So the defense
is going to be up in the wall, against the wall again.
Yeah, so the defense, you know, which needed a rest, is back on the field.
And Revere's in real good field positions. I don't know if we had a replay on that play, but I don't know what happened when he coughed up the ball. He was hit high, I know that. But
see, with Revere again with the distribution that we've seen, you know, right, left, middle, off tackle, each side. The bootleg, a waggle pass, that stuff is going to work after a while. Okay, here's an end around. And again, 52 Cabo was in on the tackle along with number 3 Kyle Maglione. And there's a flag for some reason, and 2 players were getting into it after the whistle had blown.
Oh, he's pointing to the Peabody guy too.
Well, I'm hoping it's offsetting. So both sides.
Both sides, okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
Well, Lou, it takes 2 to tango, right?
Yeah.
But that's what you don't need. That's where the discipline, you know, has to come in. You know, your back's against the wall. You can't even risk having a penalty when you're in the red zone as a defense. So it's all off the left tackle. Maglione was in on that tackle again.
Picked up a good 5 yards.
So Tanza's coming out, and Gidris is back in, number 21.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Revere now. Tanner's once again need a stop.
Yep, so here they are. Traditional under center, off tackle right. And they're gang tackled by a host of Peabody defenders.
Number 77 on the bottom of that pile.
Well, middle linebacker Jake Souza, you know, was the point of the spear on that attack, and you know, I think he was the first contact.
Now it's 4th down and 3. Let's see if Revere goes for the score or goes for the first down.
Yeah, you know, if you know, from an outsider's standpoint, the thing that I'd be worried about is, you know, they fake the toss sweep, you know, they bootleg.
Right.
You know, they run a play action off one of the off tackles, or they hit plays off guard, because they've had success at that stuff. And you know, the other thing is, you know, how did they score the last time? They scored with the the outside run to the right, and you know what? They'd be better positioned if they were in the middle of the field, but you know, that worked the last time.
Right, and they can do whatever they want. They can go up the middle or right or left. They got the whole field.
So Coach Betancourt's
He's out there on the field trying to prove a point somewhere.
So they come out in the spread. Now this is just the 3rd time that we've seen them coming out of the spread. And it's going to be a run play up the middle.
Wow, almost in for the score.
I'll tell you, it was too tough to see who made the tackle.
Yeah. And so the sad part of that is that they get a first down out of it.
Yeah. But again, now that was a completely different look, you know.
Right.
So, you know, they don't have a small playbook at all. Okay, so they get a double wing with a slot left, quarterback sneak. and the scrum is just pushing forward. And the line judge just signaled a touchdown, so it'll be 13-0. Revere High with 13-15 left in the first quarter.
So Peabody has only had 3 plays on this, or 2 plays in the whole half, whole first quarter. And this.
Well, now remember what happened last time. We had a very high snap, and there was a high snap again, and it hit the goal post.
Right.
But the holder again fielded it and
Fielded
got
it.
it down
Nice
so the
snap.
kicker can get it off. But boy, that was a high snap. It was kind of a knuckleball too.
Well, Peabody gets a little bit of a break because now they missed the extra point, and it's 13-0. The Revere Patriots lead with 3:15 left in the first quarter, and Peabody can't afford any more mistakes.
All right, so Dylan Peluso now is back deep with Kyle Maglione, to receive for the Tanners. And again, the last kickoff, which we fumbled away, that went down to the 15-yard line. So, and
This guy can kick.
and it went to the right. So I'm thinking it's going to go to Peluso. And it is, and that ball landed on the goal line. And, that's one hell of a kick in high school.
Right.
I mean, you see a lot of the college kicks, they're going to the 5-yard line. And the new theory now is you kick it kind of to the corner.
Corner, and you let them run it.
Yeah.
If you get air time.
Exactly.
If you get the air time, then the defenders have a time to get down there. So the Patriots held the Tanners that time, and let's see what we can do.
All right, so out of the spread, it's the option. And he's going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards, so that's Matt Gendasetitz. And, of course, his brother, Stefan, is a PAT, Peabody Access TV.
And he's been there a long
Cameraman,
time.
yes, excellent. So they're Peabody High out of the spread. Gendasetitz hands it off. Nope, he fakes. Reed, he gets about 15. A good run. So that brings the ball up to the 46-yard line. And there's a Revere player down. So Matt is definitely showing his athleticism.
He can run, there's no doubt about it. Here's a replay on this. Let's see what he does with it. There's a snap. Matt takes it, and he fakes it, and keeps it himself, and runs to the right. And a nice fake through the left-hand side.
Yeah, so that's a read play. And if you look, if we could see it again, there are players that are just literally going right after Angel Polino, number 41. They're just on him as their key.
Well, if he hit the first game, he had over 100 yards, about 123 yards. And the quarterback had 96 yards.
Well, the defensive coordinator for Revere is someone from Peabody, Scotty Vlasic.
Yeah, right.
And he's going to know that, you do have to stop the strength. So you're going to have to stop Angel, and then everything else is secondary to that. So Matt is going to have his opportunities to run because, they're going to deny Angel. And again, there's Matt keeping again. Nice read, and look at this. He's going to get another 10, 15, 20 yards.
Wow.
So Matt Gendasetitz brings it down to the Revere High
34-yard line.
34-yard line. And again, no huddle, spread offense. Angel Polino to Matt's right. You got double slot to the right. And again, another read. This time Angel gets it. And he picks up about 3 yards. to about the 30-yard line of Revere High. Now this is great. You know, you don't let the defense rest. You're in the spread, no huddle. You use those big linemen. Okay, there's a pass.
Oh.
Now that was to Colby Terrian on a short pass. And Colby played some quarterback last year, right?
Right.
Colby Terrian, yeah. So it's about 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line with 1:53 left in the first quarter.
So we'll see what the Tanners do on this big play. It's 4th down territory, no doubt about it.
All right, Matt is in the spread. Rolling to the left. Oh, just outside the reach of Dylan Peluso. You know, Dylan's ran a nice route. He was deep enough if he caught it, to have gotten the first down. So you're right, Lou. 4 down territory. You're down by 2 scores. I don't think you have much choice, but you have to go for it. You know, I just noticed, we talked about, the guys that were getting a lot of the time in the line, but number 58, Eddie Collado, is in the offensive line at left tackle, and he's getting some time in there. So Matt's rolling to the left out of the spread. They were trying to double move, and there's a penalty flag. So you know what happened out on the outside?
That looks like a hold.
Peluso was doing a double move, and he got grabbed. I don't know if the ref saw that.
We'll see where the flag was.
Yeah,
The flag was way up here.
You look at the Peabody High coaches are complaining about what happened to Peluso. Lou, I was trying to pay attention to what was going down in the corner when they were arguing about what happened to Peluso. Did you see what the call was?
No, I didn't get it. But Revere has the ball now.
On the 35-yard line.
Yeah. I was watching down that corner also with you, Mike. But it was right in the middle of the field where all that...
the flag came from the other side of the field. And from the Revere side of the line of scrimmage. So again, Revere under center, double wing, slot left. Motion, jet sweep. And the running backs get into the outside. And Joe Mastamarino brought him down, thank God, because the running back was going to be gone.
So that's a big run all the way down to the 10 of 45-yard line.
Now, he must have stepped out.
Yeah, like put the ball
at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line, yeah.
All right. Off left tackle. Kyle Maglione in on that stop. Again, a great job. There's about a 2-yard gain, Lou. So Tyler Norman's coming out and getting a rest. Lewis Gerdes is coming in for him. All right, again, over the right side.
Only picked up a couple more yards, probably.
Mike Locke, captain, made that stop, number 77. So it's going to be third and about 6, Lou. All right, Norman's come back in, and Josh Tanzer is out. So, they're substituting pretty well to try to get their guys some rest. Again, here's Revere under center. Double wing with the slot to the left. Motion left, fake. And there's laundry on the field, Bull.
Must have been a motion play.
Yep. It's on Revere.
"13 seconds left in the first quarter." Now it's 3rd and 11.
So we'll see if Revere comes out in its spread
They're going to hold
formation.
off and let the clock run out. Well, a tough first quarter for the Tanners. They hardly had the ball, it seems like. And this is what has been happening in the last 2 games. It seems like they never get the ball.
Well, to fumble the ball. People on the sideline. To turn the ball over. Okay.
And Revere 13, Peabody nothing. Revere got off to the hot start. Peabody really shooting themselves on the foot. 3rd and 7, got a 15-yard face mask that led Revere to drive all the way down, score on a 4th and 3. Darius McNeil, the senior captain, got the running touchdown. And then on the next kickoff, Peabody fumbled it. Revere would then pummel that one into the end zone. So 13-0 right now. Peabody really hasn't had much chances on offense. Matt Jagevis, the quarterback, had a couple good runs off the QB option. However, 4th and 7, had to air it pass. They got stopped. So Revere's got the ball. They're driving. Peabody really needs to step up on defense to give their offense a chance. Back to you guys in the booth.
Okay, 3rd and 11 from the Peabody 46-yard line. Motion left. And there's a counter play. And a great tackle by number 53, Chris Glass.
Yeah.
One of the captains. He followed his keys and found his way right down into the hall. Great job.
It looks like Revere is going to kick the ball away. They aren't in bad field position. Winning 13-0, they could go for the first down, but they're not.
Yeah, so Maglione and Peluso are back deep. And there's the punt. It's high. It's going to bounce. And Revere's going to down it. Probably on the 18-yard line. So now here's the chance for Peabody High to put
the second quarter. They could try and drive the ball down and see if they can get on the board.
Yeah, the key is a sustained drive,
right.
and create self-confidence. Again, to see that they're doing the spread, no huddle, that can be very effective and wear down a defense. But you have to get the first 4 or 5 plays to be successful. Jennifer Siddits reads, and it's to Angel Polino, and it looks like potentially a 5-yard gain.
Good 5 yards he picked up. Carried a couple of blockers with him.
Well, Mike Locke, you could see the big 77, leading the way. Again, no huddle, spread. Jennifer Siddits, he reads. Again, he picks up about 2 yards. Maybe he's about a yard short of the first down. But again, these are all, option plays. He can either give it or keep it. So again,
3rd down and a shot too.
Here, and again, there's the read. There's the Angel Polino. He breaks for about a good 7 yards.
Yeah.
Right up the middle.
First down.
And that's with a glass lock in Caba, right up the middle. That's those big linemen that you're talking about, Lou.
Right.
Again, no huddle, spread offense. And it's Angel Polino. Again, he's turning and twisting for about a hard-fought 2 yards. So it'll be a second down on the 42-yard line, or the 37-yard line. You take a look, you got Jared Ridley down here in the bottom. There's QB Matt, number 10, and there's he picked up about 6 yards, but there's a flag on the play.
All we need is a holding call now.
Yeah, we have a Revere player that's hurt.
Yeah, and the Peabody player's on his knees there.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, that last defensive set, you had Ridley down here on the near side of the field, and, you know, he was man-to-man. You know, there was no overhead coverage by a safety, and you could go one-on-one with him all the way down the field. Oh.
He gets up now and walks off pretty good.
I can't tell if it's a knee or an ankle.
Look like it's part of his leg somewhere around there, either the knee or the ankle, because he's lifting one leg up.
Yeah. So here we are. You know, Peabody's back in a hole on the 27-yard line, and it's
second and 15.
Second and 18. Lou. So you got 3 receivers up at the top. There's Peluso up, but there's a nice screen. Short pass to Luis Guerreras, and he picks up.
Yeah.
He picks about 15 yards.
That'll be
13 yards, 15 yards. Brings it up to the 40-yard line. Nice play.
That'll be third down and about a long.
No, it's not. It's not quite a screen pass, but it's not. You know, it's a
screen
like flare
passes. I like them.
So, Peabody comes out in the spread. You got 2 receivers to both sides, and QB Matt. And he's going to get the first down. Yeah, running over right tackle. Nice strong kid. Nice strong run. See, this is the type of drive that you want, Lou. You wrote the prescription for it. So Peabody out of the spread. Double slot with motion. Number 7 to Colin Cole. And there goes Cole. Now, you know,
Cole is a real fast runner. He's pretty fast.
Colin's been used on kickoff and punt returns during the season. So he has some speed. That was a nice play. Again, here they are, the spread, double slot. Motion. Sweep right. And that's Kobe Terrian. I mean, you take a look at it, Lou. They're using a lot of different people on offense.
And a lot of plays.
A lot of different players are on offense.
So second down and 4. The Tanner's moving the ball.
I mean, Luis Gurdes is in, you know, for Angel Polino.
Whoa.
Up, could be encroachment. Okay, there's Matt. And he stopped basically at the line of scrimmage. So it looks like they're going to mark it as almost a loss of a yard. So here we go, 3rd and 5. You know, I noticed they just put in Nick Vecchio. Declan Russell are out wide to the left. Jantasetis is about to receive the snap from Locke. He keeps it up the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down. We got to just see what the spot is.
I think he's going to be a little bit short. Yeah, it's got about a yard, so big play for the Tanners now. They have pushed this first down over.
Well, you know, they just subbed in, so Norman's in as a tight end. And Joe Kate, it looks like, is Casey in, number 32 to block? So it's up the middle, number 3, Maglione, and that's going to be a first down for Peabody High.
Ball down on about the... Ball on the 27-yard line.
Okay. You know what, they just put in number 18, Alex Danisco. He's a sophomore. So he's taking the snap right now. And again, that's to Maglione, number 3. And that's like a 6-yard, 7-yard gain. So Angel Polino is now in. And again, they get Danisco in at quarterback.
Right, yeah.
Again, from the spread, no huddle. Polino is breaking it to the left. He just found his own hole.
Right. Wow.
You know what? That's reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl run with Emmitt Smith. Just 2 double teams at the point of attack and just find your own hole. So again, you know, a little excitement here. We have a new quarterback in, sophomore Alex Danisco. Again, he rides Angel into the line, who picks up about 7 yards. And, you know, leading the blocking was Tyler Norman, number 34. And 54, Phil Mackey.
Revere's taking a timeout. Peabody was right up there, ready to snap the ball.
Well, I'll tell you, long sustained charge. This is the Lusa Sosimo special. So 4:41 left in the half. And Peabody High knocking on the door of Revere on the 5-yard line, or 4.5.
If they get a score, they'll be back in the ball game, and that's what they need for their spirit, to show that they can put points on the board.
And guess who gets the ball second half?
Yeah, Peabody will get the ball, right?
That's right.
I'm glad they deferred.
That's what you told them to do.
Yeah.
All right, now this is really interesting. The middle linebacker, number 38, Jake Souza, is in. Now, he's in there for a reason. He's going to be in the backfield. He's going to be blocking. And, of course, Matt Jandridovitz is back in. I'm not going to say the V. I don't like that in his name. We're going to change his name. But, you know, there's a reason that Souza's in there.
Right.
He's going to be blocking. You watch. He's going to be blocking for Matt. And again, it's a tight formation. He's got the ball. Jake Souza brought in, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Revere smelled that play out, I guess. They were lined up right.
Well, listen, the offensive line was tight formation. You know, this is just an invitation to go outside. Again, there's the fake. Matt is driving. He's going to get to like the 1.5 yard line. I mean, he just went right over Mike Locke and Chris Glass.
It's down about the 3-yard line, I believe.
Now, Colton Cole just came in, okay? And Colby Terrian.
Colby Terrian, right?
Yeah, so Jake Souza is still in there. And Terrian's taking it. He did. Colby Terrian. So Peabody High gets on the board with 3:31 less than the half.
So now we have a ball game.
how many times do you see a high school football team
without
injuries use 3 different quarterbacks in a half?
Right. And there's another Revere player down, and he looks like he's not
Actually,
even moving.
Number 55 was shaken up, and you have a player down.
I'd like to remind the viewers the game being brought to you by Peabody Access Telecommunications and Lynn Latta. Lynn Latta is our sponsor, Mike.
Well, I got to tell you, the program is just filled with all the sponsors, all the local businesses in the community.
Right. And they haven't had a program like this for a couple of years. And now this boost has really made a nice program.
It's a very enviable thing, and I see they even have the freshman football picture in. I mean, there was a big...
have all the cheerleaders in there, all their pictures.
You take a look at what Fox 25 has done during the day today and last night. They've been running a special on the decline of participation in football, and they were interviewing a number of the athletic directors of schools who discontinued football because of lack of participation.
Right.
And it's refreshing to see what's going on here. I mean, you have an excellent crowd. You have sidelines filled with players. I mean, I know a few years ago, 10, 15 years ago, some of the Northeast Conference kids, they didn't even have enough kids to scrimmage. Right. They kept football, but, there weren't 11 on the sideline during a game.
Well, look at the powerhouse now in Northeast Conference. Danvers, Beverly, and Marblehead. Would you ever think they'd be a power? And they are.
Well, you know what? This is what I am going to tell you. That because I was coaching in the Masco program for a number of years, we saw in the Cape Ann Youth Football League the emergence of Marblehead and Danvers at North Andover and North Reading. Incredible enthusiasm, high numbers by way of participation. And again, that experience with the youth goes back 5, 7, 9 years ago.
Right.
And now look what's happening.
Right.
You're seeing it in their high school programs,
right.
Minus the kids that go to the private schools. So we're hoping for the best for the Revere player. He's certainly moving around.
Now, the only team that I can see that is really down probably this year is Saugus a little bit. And they don't have the players. They're having a lot of intern problems. But other than that, the whole Northeast Conference is a good, strong league right now.
Yeah, that investment in the Northeast Conference Youth Football League, that really gave people choices because of the very strict rules associated with participation, with Pop Warner.
Right.
That eliminated a lot of kids from playing.
Right.
And again, the balance is, now you relax the rules, and are you creating, chances of greater injury because you're having the bigger kids carry the ball. Now you take a look at the Cape Ann Youth Football League. They have the weight limits on all ball carriers and ends. So to be an end and to be a ball carrier, you have to be under certain weights, per the level. The problem is you take your 2 biggest guys, you put them at defensive end, and you just crash them, and there's no offensive end, and there's no one in the backfield that can block them because they're too small. So, the game, is altered significantly. I got to tell you, you're seeing, Angel, Lewis, Jake in the backfield. We're now seeing Maglione out of the backfield, 3 different quarterbacks. I'm kind of excited to see what Peabody High comes up with, when they get the ball in the second half.
Right, and the other thing is, it seems like there's so many players being involved now that it's really helping the Tanners, and it's a different look than the last 3 weeks. This is altogether a different look than what we've seen the previous 3 games, and this is great, and it shows that the Peabody Tanners can learn and learn quick.
Well, it becomes the plus and minus one person analysis. Now, Scotty Vlasic's over there with his hat on backwards. We know that's how he wears his hat, and he's the defensive coordinator. Now, if they're going to be running up the middle and they're going to be doing the zone read, and the quarterback and the one back are going to be pounding you up the middle between the tackles, you're going to add an extra guy in the middle.
Right.
And what does that mean? You're going to have one of these receivers. You're going to have a Peluso, or Russell, or Ridley, or Caniff, or even this kid Vecchio on the outside,
right.
And it's going to be one-on-one.
Can you guys mention the sponsors?
Okay, we'd like to remind you that the sponsor once again is also Lynn Latto and
DC Rentals.
and DC Rental. That's a new one for us, Mike. So I didn't know anything about it, but they do a great job for us. And Lynn Latto has all the staging for us, and every game, every sporting event that we need, it's here for us.
Well, you take a look at you being on the board of directors for Peabody Access TV, along with a lot of celebrities in Peabody. John McGinn, Matt Molk, former chief Bob Champagne, Johnny Goulas was on it for a while, and providing the policy guidance to Camille Bartlett and Natalie Mega, the executive offices of PAT, and they go out and they establish wonderful relationships, and it's reciprocal. The businesses like Camille and Natalie, and
Jim
they work. Jim Palmer, he's the legend. He's the legend.
Yeah.
And
if
Matt,
we forget him, he'll cut us off the air.
Oh, you know what, Jim? First of all, Lynn Ladder and DC Rentals, to be able to, help subsidize, a production like this. I mean, you look at the clarity, the HD clarity of this production, the instant replay. You have the ticker tape down the bottom that's tied into the scoreboard so the viewer can see the score, the quarter, the time, and the down and distance at all times. I mean, that's tremendous. I mean, this is as good as Monday Night Football was when we grew up.
Right, and I always got heck for not mentioning the scores enough times.
Well,
here we go. We're all ready to go. The ball in the 3-yard line for the Tanners.
Okay, so they've faked a number of these, which they did again, and it's going to Maglione. Now, Maglione got a 2-point conversion against Somerville, right?
And they got stopped.
He did get stopped, but you know what?
So Revere held on to it, and they bit the bullet, and so there's 3:31 left, and Revere will take over.
Well, that's, let's hope we can get a nice deep kick, bottle them up, and, shut them down until the half, and then come back and get the ball. Right, Lou?
Right. And all they need is that touchdown and the extra point again.
But, getting back to the relationship, I mean, Donnie Murphy has been in the office for years and years, and he's just a missionary of goodwill for PAT and the community. But again, DC Rentals and Lynn Ladder, the sponsors for tonight's broadcast. And there's Leggett kicking off, and he kind of pooches it to right about the 30-yard line, and it could be recovered by Peabody High School. Number 7 in the program, number 1 in your hat, Colton Cole. I think he's going to keep the ball. Wow. He's going to go home with it. Now this is a huge break. Now,
right.
And I got to tell you, Angel Polino is all juiced up. He's ready to go. You watch. Give him the ball the first play. All right. So it looks like there's going to be a timeout now.
Now we got the crew, Mike.
Yeah, now look at, we mentioned Gus Magligotta, Josiah Bedrosian, but we have others that are helping out, and they're spread throughout the stadium. Lily Hart, Alex Locke, Ashley Ambrose, Matthew O'Connor, Michael McClernand, Jeremy Levine, and Jimmy Wynn. So that's
and that's why this production is going on throughout the communities right now.
Well, we have just around 20,000. There's 20,000 subscribers of Comcast, in Peabody.
Right.
And maybe it's just under 20,000 subscribers. But having this number one, live, and then
streaming. People are streaming this also.
You can go on YouTube, the Peabody TV YouTube. Collection of all of its productions and watch it at any time.
We'll see how many postcards we get saying how great you were,
Well,
Mike.
guess what? We thought he recovered the fumble. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't cover it. Wow.
He didn't.
Down.
What happened? He got the ball. He's not giving the ball back. There's a jet sweep. Maglione hit him, and then we got a secondary hit from Brandon Kniff.
He didn't want to go down. That was Barboza for Revere, number 23.
Yeah, if we have a chance and we can see that return again and figure out what happened.
Because
we thought it was a fumble. So there's Leggett kicking off. Now there's the pooch. So the ball lands at the 33. Oh, his foot was...
Oh, it went out of bounds, right?
His foot, Cole's foot was just on out of bounds. So... That's why Revere was awarded the ball in possession. The screen pass. And number 3, Kyle Maglione. What a game he's having as a sophomore. And Lou, if you notice.
And number 34 also in on that.
Yeah.
Tyler Norman.
Lou, you look, they've now gone from a 4-man defensive front to a 5-man defensive front.
So now it's 3rd down and 17. It'll be great if Revere has to kick from here.
There's still enough time for us to get down the field.
Now Peabody has to be careful. No penalties. They have to.
So you got Louis Gerardiz and Tyler Norman in that defensive end. And they get a 5-man front. And look at that. That's Tyler Norman. And oh my God, there's a flag in the backfield.
Don't tell me you're roughing the passer.
No, it may be a block below the waist. And
yep, below the waist.
Yeah. So we can really push them back. 53.
But I would say, wouldn't it be 4th and 17 if they refuse the penalty?
Yeah, it's going to be 15 yards, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, the time is against us.
You stop them here, though, and make them punt from the 5-yard line.
Yeah. So I think it's 3rd down 27.
You know what?
32, wow.
Add 5 more to it. Yep. I mean, they're placing the ball on the 13-yard line, 14-yard line. Now Tans is in, so they have the extra linebacker in. You know, they were running with that 5-man line. Now they're going to go with a 4-man rush. You know, obviously you want to just prevent any home run. Then you get a 4-man rush. And again, quarterback keep. And Carlos Hernandez brings him down, and I think he got him out of bounds, but stopped the clock.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 12. He picked up a good 15 yards on that play.
So, you know, he's going to be, the punt is going to be punting from, you know, just inside the 10. And again, you got Maglione back with Dylan Peluso, and they have a chance of getting a good return.
A shot kick.
Yeah, he's going to. Okay, so there's Maglione. He's trying to get by 1. He got by 2, got by 3 guys. So he
crossed over the 50.
Yep, so it's on the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. And you got 2:42 left in the half. Raymond Franco's in, number 82 for Peabody. So watch him on the outside. So Woods and Terrian are split out to the left. Drindrasetits fakes, keeps. 0, no gain. Actually a loss.
Lost a couple yards.
That's right. And the clock's moving at 2:33. Now a whole group of new offensive players are coming in. Kniff is in. Angel Polino's coming out. Jack Woods is coming out. Declan Russell, now he's a receiver, number 22, he's now in. So Matt Jandrowitz, he's the quarterback. He's rolling to the left. And that looks like a completion to number 5, Brandon Kniff. Yep, they're ruling it a catch. And the clock is running at 1:45.
Down to the 41-yard line of Revere's.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 2. Louis Gurides is in at back. Now, this is what they're doing. They're switching up quarterbacks again. Alex Danisco, the sophomore, is now in at quarterback. He's taking the snap. And that's to Lewis. And he's got the first down. And he's still going, but he lost the ball. Yep, so Revere recovered with 1:09 left in the half. Well, that's why it's a ball game, Lou.
Yeah,
it's a seesaw battle.
Well, at least it's a good close ball game. One score, Peabody's back in the ball game.
Yep.
And that's the whole second half we have. And Peabody, like you mentioned, Mike, Peabody gets the ball first.
Yep. Peabody's taking a time. Are they taking a timeout? No.
Too bad. He had the first downs.
Revere has a double slot to the left here. And going off tackle to the right. And number 9 on defense, Dylan Peluso knocked the Revere running back out of bounds. But that was after a pretty good gain of about 15 yards. So Revere will have 1st and 10 on the Peabody 49-yard line with 1:04 left in the half. So Revere breaks the huddle under center and the bunch formation to the left. That's what they call that when they have the 3 receivers in that triangle bunch.
And they're all
okay. Toss sweep right, and he was chased down by number 42. That's Josh Tanza, the senior linebacker that's filling in for Joe Casey.
That was McNeil, the running back that time for Revere.
Yeah, he runs well.
Yeah. 2nd down and 1, a long one.
I'll tell you that I'm looking at the captain like Mike Locke and Chris Glass and Kaba, number 52. They just don't come off the field.
All right.
Well, getting back to what the board does, and then when you have your executive director Camille Bartlett, along with Natalie Mago, who was a legendary clerk for Peabody City government, and the relationships they established through education, through the business community, with all the political productions, with the boards and commissions. Okay, and there's a pass. It's going deep, and it's complete. And number 24, Carlos Hernandez forces the receiver out of bounds right at the 1-2 yard line with 43 seconds left. The quarterback for Revere made a nice play out of that. I mean, he had to work his way out of a crowd. And righty quarterback throwing, as you're rolling left, that's a tight play, and there's a quarterback sneak, and it looks like it's going to be a score. Yeah.
So that really hurts because Peabody was on its way to maybe another score, and
well, to be tied or up 1 going into the half and receiving the ball would have been a great lift emotionally for the Peabody Tanners. And again, a high snap, but the holder gets it down, and kick is good.
Boy, he really gets it up high too. He does. It goes way over the goalpost, the top of the goalpost.
Someone's chasing the ball still. Yeah. So 39 seconds left.
Well, maybe the Tanners can do something real quick.
Well, if Revere's smart, they'll just pooch kick it so that there's no return.
Right. So 20-6 with time running out on the Tanners in the first half.
Yep. So Peluso and Maglione are going to be the deep men for Peabody. And again, I'm expecting them just to kind of squib kick it and, prevent a big return.
Don't be surprised if Revere tried a onside kick.
Now the way he's teeing it up, probably isn't going to do that. The question is he going to really give it to one of the better return guys, or kick it a little short? We'll soon see. No, he kicks it all the way down.
He's got a good leg.
Maglione, yeah. Maglione's breaking. He's cutting up the middle. He's carrying people. And again, that's a good 25-yard return to the 42-yard line with 32 seconds left.
So we'll see how Janasevich's arm is right now.
And you got, Ridley in there and Russell in there as wide receivers. Brandon Caniff. Peluso's down here on a double slot to the right. Here's QB Matt out to number 7. Nice completion. Colton Cole, about an 8-yard gain. And
too bad he couldn't run out of bounds at the time. Instead of trying to pick up a few more yards.
The clock is stopped.
Good reception by Cole that time.
Oh no, he ran a nice route and nice pass by Matt. So they have a screwed up coverage. They only have 2 men and 3 receivers. There's 3 receivers here. There we go. There you go. They screwed up the coverage. Number 22 receiving Declan Russell. The safety was in the wrong spot. You could see it. They had 3 receivers on this side and only 2 defenders. So that was a nice throw too.
So 16 seconds left. They got a couple of plays to run it into the end zone.
Yeah.
Peabody calls a timeout.
So we have my old man here, Jim Smozinski, 40 years, Peabody Park Commission.
Peabody Park Commission,
Park
right?
Commission. Park and Forestry. We just mentioned you. He was sleeping.
He's sleeping, huh?
He was checking out the menu at Champions. That's what he was doing, yeah.
How's the steak tips? How's our spotter doing over there? How's our...
He's on his 7th hot dog.
7th hot dog. My $20 bill went a long way.
Well,
I said spotter. There's our spotter. He's doing our stats.
We get the 2 most silent spotters in the history of cable TV. Okay, QB Matt. We've got motion left. We got 4 receivers on the left side. And that obviously was a busted route of some sort. And they were trying to go to Caniff. But they literally had 4 receivers on the left side of the field. So it's 2nd and goal, 13 seconds left.
They got 2 plays left.
So Cole and Caniff are off to the left. Ridley, Peluso, and Russell are to the right. So it's empty backfield. There goes Matt. He's got to throw to the corner. And there's going to be a penalty. Yeah. There's going to be interference, and that's going to be on. It's interfering with Brandon Caniff. All right, so guess who's coming in? Jake Souza, the middle linebacker, and they got a new offensive lineman in, Sean Bell, a junior, number 78.
78, right?
And Raymond Franco's coming in, number 82. So they're going to go a tight offensive line, and they're going to bust it in. Number 2 is in too. So Colby Terrian's in. Yeah. So, chances are Colby's going to take the snap and follow Jake Souza right up the middle. Got to look at tight formation. That's exactly what they're doing. Come on, go. He's got to go. Do they have another timeout? 3 seconds left. So it looks like it's going to be really, really close, Lou.
Yeah.
Colby's hurt. He twisted his ankle.
At halftime, we're going to go to Steve, just to let you know. You don't have to say anything now, but just want to inform you.
Okay. All right, so QB Matt's in. Jake Suze is in front of him, and so is Colton Cole. So, no. So the ball fumbled the snap. And time's going to run out with Peabody right on the goal line with a golden opportunity.
That's 2 touchdowns they got.
Yep. All right, so I think we're going down to the sideline for the insider's view.
Down to Steve.
Revere 20, Peabody 6. Peabody just fumbled on 3rd and 2 with about 5 seconds left. Revere got it, so they did not score after a 48-yard pass from Declan Russell. So it's been a very, very frustrating half for Peabody, shooting themselves in the foot. They recovered an onside kick. However, the runner did not reestablish themselves, so therefore they did not get possession. So it's kind of been like that all day long for Peabody. 2 fumbles. They're really shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to have to play a very clean and almost perfect game in the second half to get the victory. They're going to really need to step it up on both sides of the field. Penalties, turnovers, the huge detriment for the Tanners so far.
So, Lou, here we are, starting the second half. Peabody receiving. They're down 20-6 and squandered 2 unbelievable scoring opportunities. The kick long to the 10-yard line. And that's Dylan Peluso, number 9, with a nice 15, 20-yard run back.
Yeah, so the Peabody Tanners get the ball in good field position. As far as being able to move the ball whatever they want, they're not buried in their own zone like the first half, but we'll see what happens now. They need 2 quick scores and they're back in the ball game.
Yep, and interesting, they're using a 2-back set. They have Alex Danisco in a quarterback. They are out of the shotgun. And it's a jet sweep to number 7, Colton Cole. He knocked out of bounds.
Picked up a good 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, he had 13 yards rushing in the first half, based on our stellar statistician. Matt...
Alex Danisco is in the quarterback now.
Had 48 yards rushing. And here they are. Again, a double back set. Motion. Again, jet sweep to the right. Colton Cole again. And he's going to get another 3 yards.
He's going to get the first down, I believe.
It's going to be like 3rd and 2.
About. He gets a good spot. 3rd and 1.5 about. 2.
Again, they're sticking with the younger quarterback, the sophomore quarterback. Now you got to take a real good look here. Peluso's down on the lower side of the field, and he's man to man. And look at that. There you go. There goes Angel. And that's a good 10, 20, 25-yard run.
All right, down to the...
And there's a flag. Angel Polino, I mean, he really impressed, that Somerville game, I'll tell you.
Right. He had over 100 yards in that game, about 130 yards.
And he earned those yards. I mean, he worked hard.
See where they spot the ball now after the flag.
Again, it looks like there was a personal foul against
15 yards.
Yeah, against the Revere player, and that was for some extracurricular activity. All after the play on the far sideline, so it was tough for us to pick it out. Now,
Danisco, the quarterback,
Jake, yep, and Jake Suze is in there, so he's there to block. And Kyle Maglione, sophomore's in again, 2 backs. Off to Maglione, who's just literally dragging a defender for a couple yards.
So let's see if the Tanners can move the ball. This is where they've had trouble, inside that 30, in the red zone.
Yep. So the good thing about Maglione is his father's sitting right in front of us, and he'll soon make everyone forget about his father. So Danisco in that quarterback, two-back set, Maglione and Souza. And that's the Souza, and he's not stopping. He's going to get a 3 or 4 yards, and here's another flag. So Polino is now coming in.
Looks like it's against Revere.
So Polino's coming in for Maglione. And we're waiting the call.
Now they're calling the captain, Revere captain up.
That's right.
So probably just the opposite, maybe against Peabody.
Well, during the break, I just want to report that Natalie Mega sent us a text saying that we're doing a pretty good job. So of the 20,000 subscribers in Peabody, we know at least one is watching.
And we can tell all the viewers also, they can also call Natalie and get a copy of this game if they like.
That's right. She mans the desk. So
the 15-yarder against Peabody now. So it's 2nd and 20.
So they're out of the spread. It's going to be a pass. There's to Peluso.
Caught.
That's a nice skinny, nice post pattern by Peluso. Good throw, pitch and catch.
To the other Peluso. So it's
Now,
3rd down and 7.
Louis Garides is back in. And again, he has Jake Souza as a blocking back next to Danisco out of the spread. And we got motion. It's going to be handoff. And great job by Louis. He fought for a couple yards.
He's going to be a little bit short, maybe 2 yards short. So he's about 3 yards he has to go make up. So it'll be 4th down and 3.
Now, Franco's coming in, number 82. J. Everett Ridley's coming in.
Another big play for the Tanners now, right in the red zone.
We're in the red zone again. You know, we've already had two real stellar opportunities squandered. So, Kniff and Ridley to the left. It's up the middle to Angel, and it looks like he's not stopping. That kid is unbelievable.
Yeah, down to
he's
the
got the
5-yard
first
line.
down. He definitely got the first down.
Yeah, down to the 5-yard line, I believe.
So we'll be first in goal on the 5. Good run, real good run. He had 27 yards on 5 carries in the first half. So here's Danisco. It brings him up in the spread. He's got Angel Polino to his right. There's the snap. Nice pass. Nice pass.
Down to about the 1-yard line.
Yep, let's see who it was completed to. Number 82, Raymond Franco, the tight end. Now you got Polino in.
2nd down
and
and
it's
1.
tight. It's the Angel. He's in. He's in for a touchdown. Now that's Peabody High football.
Yeah, that was Peabody High football.
So watch number 3. Watch Maglione they set it up with the option to do a fake and go for the 2, depending on the defensive alignment. If they don't get the numbers right, they'll direct snap, or they'll give it to the quarterback and he can go to the wide receiver to the right, which is Franco. And they're just going to go for the extra point, conventional kick. Nice snap. Kicks up. Good hold.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah. Took his time on that and really got it up in the air good.
Well, with their extra point package, they can direct snap to Maglione, who can run it in.
Right.
They can snap it to the quarterback / holder, and he can just, access the man-on-man with Raymond Franco on the right side. He's just, it's man-to-man. That's
Right.
it. Or shift with the line, go down, and do the traditional kick.
So there's 6:39 left in the third quarter and plenty of time for the Tanners. And let's see if they can hold the Revere Patriots and get the ball again.
Well, again, whether it's warfare or sports, it's momentum and who
Right.
has the initiative.
Right.
And for Peabody to come, to score, to make it a one-score game, now's the time to make the statement defensively. This has got to be a 3-and-out and get good field position for your offense.
And this is what the game was all about. I mean, it's supposed to be this close. Both teams have equal records. And,
Yeah, they're both 1-2.
Yeah.
They both need a win tonight. So here's Leggett, ready to kick
There's
off.
Leggett, yeah.
Yep, and that's a great boot. That's down to the 10-yard line. And, oh my gosh. Get him. Hernandez.
Wow.
My God. So thank God for Carlos Hernandez, number 24, who caught him. But there were a few missed tackles along the way. It was a great run. Credit to the return man.
So Revere comes right back strong, and the Tanners are facing the big challenge once again.
It's, they have such spurts of quality play, and it's off right tackle,
Down to about the 1-yard line.
and Chris Glass came down the line of scrimmage, from his defensive tackle standpoint, and literally tackled the running back from behind.
That was McNeil running the ball carrier, number 24.
Okay, quarterback sneak, and there's a scrum, and it looks like Peabody High pushed him back.
Those are balls almost on the goal line. Revere takes the timeout. They didn't see something they didn't like out there.
Well, why don't you run through some of the statistics from the first half, Lou?
Yards rushing. Peabody had 77 yards on passing, 4 for 8 for 77 yards, which that one long bomb
Yep.
did it for them.
Well, you have some success. obviously that formation confused Revere.
Right.
So what you have to be thinking is you go back to it. Anyhow, quarterback sneak again. And I got to tell you, Peabody High looks like it stopped him. Oh, gee. For the life of me, and I know it's an impossible job, I don't know how the ref could see that.
Yeah, right. Well,
So here we go. Nice snap this time. Kick up. Good. So Peabody High
so they
has its work cut out for it.
Yeah, they have to start all over again. There's 2 scores down, and it isn't something they can't do because there's plenty of time.
Well, going back, to the discussion, you're able to thank you very much for those stats. You confuse them on a coverage, you come back to it, but you have to be 2 plays ahead of them. So what you want to do is you want to say, okay, you want to come back to it and challenge them and see if they don't get the coverage, but you have to have 2 more plays to assume that they'll make the adjustment correctly. They're going to be leaning towards thinking you're going to come back with that long pass, and you go on the other side of the field with a pass. So 27-13, 5:11 left in the third quarter. You have Maglione and Dylan Peluso back deep.
This is a telling story right now. It all depends what they do with the ball. If they can move the ball again, they'll be in good shape.
Okay, it's going to go to Peluso, and that was right to the 5-yard line. Good block there. There's Peluso. He's up to the 22-yard line.
Another good kickoff, huh?
I'll tell you, look, I think Raymond Franco, number 82, ended up knocking someone down with a nice block. And of course, on kickoffs, there's no leaving your feet. There's no blocking below the waist. So Matt Giannatsata is back in at quarterback. Kniff and Cole are split to the left. Empty backfield, and it's a draw play. And Matt gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he didn't fool anyone with that draw.
Yeah.
You don't want to put the team in a position where you have to pass on every down to try and get some points,
Well, you're in catch-up mode.
Right.
And that's not the ketchup on the hot dog that you spilled all over your notes.
And the clock is not in your favor.
So you have double slot to the right, empty backfield, slot to the left, and there's a blitz.
Oh.
Geez, I'll tell you, I thought it was going to be offside on the defense, and they were blitzing too.
I thought it was going to be offside on them, but I saw the quarterback, he did move.
So again, second and 15 from the 18-yard line. Peabody's down 27-13 with 4:12 left in the third quarter. So Matt Giannatsata, quarterback, number 10. He's in an empty backfield, double slot to the right, slot to the left, and he's sacked.
Back to the 10-yard line.
They had a 5-man rush.
He didn't have much time to throw that ball if he did yet.
No. So Maglione's back in, and Alex Danisco, the sophomore quarterback's back in. There's Danisco. He's going up top. That's the number 5. Brandon Kniff. So the punt team's going to come on.
So it's going to be 3 and out.
You know, you talk the run back by Revere, the fumble in the red zone on the kick receive. I mean, and a couple of squandered opportunities. I mean, the Peabody High could, literally be up 3 scores. And that's a great punt. And number 3,
nice tackle.
Maglione, unbelievable tackle. The kid is having just a spectacular game tonight, and he's a sophomore.
So there's another Revere player down.
You know, is that a flag on the field? Right at 35, far hash.
The crowd is hanging in there, hoping Peabody can make some kind of a comeback.
So this is what we're going to do, Lou. We're going to see if Natalie Mega, executive
Is still watching.
executive assistant to the executive director, is still watching. So we're going to just see if she's going to text in and say, yep, I'm still watching. We need to be reassured that there's at least someone out there. So the penalty is against Revere.
Right. Back to the 50-yard line. But they end up with a 1st and 10 on the 50.
There's Revere now with its double wing motion up the middle. Maglione was in on that tackle, and Jake Souza.
Picked up about 6 or 7 yards on that, about 5 yards.
See, Revere's smart. You know, they're going to go into the huddle. They're going to run plays. Just keep the clock moving. Yep.
Clock moves awful fast in that second half.
Again, they're at double wing under the center. Motion left. Toss sweep. About 5, 7, 10 yards.
He broke a couple of nice tackles there. Got the 1st down.
Yep. Jake Souza, middle linebacker, was in on that stop. He had to cover a fair amount of territory to get out to the sidelines to make that tackle. I mean, when you get to this point in the game, you know, from the time that the ref puts the ball down to the time you get out of the huddle and finish the next play, you can almost knock off 40 seconds to a full minute if you really take your time and work it out well. And it's a fumble. That
He jumped on the loose ball.
Yeah, that was a busted exchange. So that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, he lost about 6 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 16.
Well, we have to give some credit to the cheerleaders. They're doing a spectacular job.
And they have their new shirts on tonight.
Well, it's a little chilly. There's a toss sweep to the right. Number 34 made the tackle. And that's Tyler Norman, the all-purpose, versatile.
Lost a couple more yards. Third down and
About 13.
yeah. Picked up 3 yards, excuse me. Big play here, need a stop.
Hey, you know what? The quarter may run out. Yeah, so they took a timeout with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Could have just waited.
Right. So the Tanners will be starting the second quarter needing 2 scores.
So big play, Lou.
Yeah.
So Revere's in its double wing. There's a fake. Quarterback keep. And he gets back right to about 38-yard line, which will bring up
They got a good spot,
fourth and 10.
Yeah. So that's the end of the third quarter with the score of Revere 27.
Revere 27, Peabody 13. Peabody started off the second half strong. Offensive drive, converted a couple fourth downs. A long third down, Angel Polino got the touchdown. However, Revere answered the next play, 70-yard kickoff. They're able to punch it in for the end zone. Peabody offensively, quarterback has no time to throw. A lot of sacks, a lot of hurries. Offensive line is being dominated in this quarter. However, Revere, they're really leaning on that running attack, running out the clock, being very aggressive. They're looking absolutely dominant. It's a very tough task for Peabody to come back in this game. Back to you guys up in the booth.
Thanks for the report on the sideline.
Okay, I hope they can come back. We'll see what happens because they're going to get the ball back.
I think he has a career in this. I mean, you and I are going back to our everyday jobs.
Right.
You going down to the nursing home and just hanging out and reading the newspaper. All right, so Revere's going to punt. There's the kick. And it's by Maglione, who's getting to the outside, and he picks up about 10 yards.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
20-yard line.
Yeah, he got it up to about the 24.
Yeah.
And
so the Peabody has to move the ball quick now if they want to.
so we got QB Matt and Angel Polino in. So Polino's next to Matt. You got 3 receivers to the right, split end to the left. And it's going to be a quarterback keep, and if he keeps his balance, he's going to keep going. He's going to get a first down. So
Right.
Matt
Picked up 12 yards on the play.
trying to set it. A good 12-yard gain. Again, a nice read. Certainly Revere's keyed in on Angel Polino, who wouldn't be. Double slot to the left, Polino's to Jennifer Sedet's right. Here we go, another read. This time it's to Angel. He's going to pick up a hard 3 yards. Again, no huddle. Single back set. 3 receivers down on the right side. It's a double slot. Jim Vasetitz again. Bubble screen. Here goes Terry in. He's going to go all the way. Turn on the Jets. Stay away from him. There goes Terry in. He's going to get down to the 1 yard line.
Wow. What a nice run.
Excellent call. Listen, they got to hurry up, get on the line of scrimmage. Just you line up and just give it to Angel. 2 double teams at a point of attack and let him read. Emmett Smith, that's what he did for years. Jennifer Vasetitz is getting the snap from right to Angel Polino. There he is, right in. There we go.
So the Tanners are back in the ball game once again.
But there we go, yeah. So 27-19, 9:49 left in the fourth quarter.
And this extra point is really important. Oh, a penalty. Penalty, wow. This is all important because they need the extra point.
I don't even know what the call was.
What happened? Oh.
Personal foul against Peabody. So it should be a touchdown, and they're going to have to kick a 35-yarder. And you know what? It's going. Just short.
Oh, wow. So if they score again, they got to get the 2 points.
I don't know if it was the excessive celebrating or there was a beef. But, we had a personal foul, and, that made it a tough kick for anybody. So that puts the pressure on to get the 2-point conversion if we score again.
What do you need?
Are you getting feedback? What's going on?
This.
You getting feedback into the?
Oh my
Because I heard it in the truck. That's why I came up.
My ear. I'm going to be deaf after this. But this needs to be fixed.
So that needs to get turned down.
It's not.
Do you have your volume on here? Have you been messing with that?
It's still like this side is 10 times louder than this side. All right, Lou, you still.
I'm all right.
I'm trying to see what number is on yours.
All right, there's the kick. It's a pooch kick. It's received by number 2, returning it. Brought down right on the sideline. And I believe it's number 24 made the tackle, Carlos Hernandez, and he's a little shaken up. I mean, he made a diving tackle. And, he's a little...
Yeah, he went over a couple of players also when he went for the dive. Revere has the ball in good field position.
So they're going to have it at the 49-yard line. 9:44 left, and they're ahead by 8. So Peabody High has to stop them, score, and get 2 on the conversion. Double wing, there's the handoff, jet sweep. And it's about a good 9, possibly 10-yard run for a first down, depending on where they spot the ball.
That's Barboza for Revere. Nice run.
The key is the containment on the outside.
8-yard pickup.
Well, I'm going to have to report Natalie Mega has not responded, so
Yeah.
I think she must have turned it off. All right, here comes Revere, double wing, motion right. Again, handoff, jet sweep, and it's a great play by the defense. You know what it is? It's the linebacker, number 42, Josh Tanza, the senior. He dragged him down by the shirt.
So it's a big 3rd down and 1 now. Maybe 2, yeah. We'll give him 2.
It's a long one.
A long one.
Long one.
Need a long stop. Revere has not made many mistakes tonight, I'll tell you.
Oh, and they've capitalized on Peabody's mistakes.
right.
And here's the quarterback sneak. And it looks like the scrum, he's still going. This is unbelievable.
You wonder how he got out of that pack.
He almost got 9 yards on a quarterback sneak. So it's 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. 7:55 left, and Peabody High is down by 8, 27-19. Revere has the ball. Double wing, toss sweep left. Cutting up on the inside, number 38, Jake Souza, the middle linebacker. Great tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. So Revere has a wide slot to the right. Off tackle left. Joe Massamarino was in on that stop, along with Carlos Hernandez, number 24.
That was Barboza again for Revere.
So it's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line, and the clock is at 6:38 and moving.
So we don't want Revere to get another score, then we'll be out of the ball game.
Big play right here, Lou. Double wing, slot right. There's the motion. Again, that's a trap
Oh,
play.
that was a movement.
Yep.
Too many men moving that time.
Oh, that's one of the few mistakes Revere has made tonight. So that pushes the Revere Patriots back to the 31-yard line.
3rd and a long 8.
You know, it's funny when the quarterback's on the sidelines and the coach takes a long time to describe the play. It's usually the pass play.
Right. Good job by the P High School band tonight also, as we just heard them wrap up a song.
No, this is a great turnout, spirited crowd. I wish they had a little more to cheer about. But you know what? We still got 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
And the clock is moving. That's the problem here.
So you got to slot to the right. Motion, handoff, jet sweep again, right to the outside. We didn't have any containment at all.
Wow.
That fella just ran around a couple unblocked people. So it's 4th down and 1. And if you're going to say if there's a play of the ball game to this point, this is it.
Yeah, 4th down. And they could stop them.
I'll tell you, they've had such success with that quarterback sneak. And the last one, he almost got 14 yards on it.
Tight formation once again for Revere.
Yep, there's the quarterback sneak. And that's going to be interesting when they spot it.
Where the spot is, right?
You know, the scrum moved. I don't know if the quarterback moved. Look at this. Peabody High came up with the stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peabody 1st down.
Well, this is
it now.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes to get some points on the board.
okay.
And, 5 minutes is a long time.
Okay, so
they
Matt
can run a long
Ginversetitz is back in at quarterback with Angel Polino in at halfback. So QB Matt does the read. He does the keep. He's going up. He's got 10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
5:08 left in the game. Peabody High is down by 8 points. They need a score and the 2-point conversion just to tie.
No huddle once again. They quickly
That's right.
get up.
So QB Matt and Angel Polino in the backfield. Double slot to the right. Again, there's the read to Angel Polino, and he's going to get a couple yards. So you got Ridley, 11, and Declan Russell, number 22, in as wide receivers. All right, QB Matt has it. He's going back. He's looking down the middle.
Over everybody.
So
Mike,
he
I
was- he
say
was
this
look-
all the time.
he was-
I still like the short 10-yard pass,
Okay, so he was looking for Colby Terrian. Okay, now the blown coverage case had Terrian out as a wider receiver, and it was more of a fly pattern instead of a post pattern. So right now, if you take a look at it, Russell's the guy to look for. Look at Russell standing there with his both hands, wide, spread eagle. So this is the big gut check.
Yeah.
4th and 9, and they're going to go for it. So Alex Danisco's in at quarterback. Jared Ridley's in at wide receiver, along with Declan Russell. Colby Terrian is also part of the double slot down to the right. There's the snap. Oh, no. That was into double coverage. So it was intended for number 11, Jared Ridley. So 4:21. And Peabody High turns the ball over on downs.
Well, 2 of those downs are long passes. I'm not a firm believer in long passes for like a Hail Mary, really,
You take a look at, you got Louis Garides, you have Angel Polino, Colton Cole. I mean, these guys, and look who's had the game of his life tonight, Maglione. You get these guys on little flare patterns out of the backfield.
Right.
You get on the ball, and they have one man to beat in the open fields. Half the times, they're gone.
That didn't happen, though.
I know. So with 3:59 left in the ball game, Peabody High down by 8.
And once again, we got to stop them because we want the ball back. If not, Revere can run the clock out.
So Revere has 2nd and 6 on the Peabody High 37-yard line. And there's a jet sweep, and that's number 3, Maglione. Got him along with number 52, Kaba. Number 5 was in on it, Brandon Kniff, too.
So now it's 3rd down and 8. Big play right now, Mike.
Yeah, they got a 5-man defensive front. It's going to be a pass play. Going back, up deep. We're going to get an interception.
Oh, that could have been offensive interference. It could have been off his back.
So that's Dylan Peluso. I mean, he hasn't left the field tonight either. So great defensive play. 4th down.
Now, what would you do, Mike? Would you punt to get Peabody buried down there? Or try a rush? I would kick it. Get him down to the 10-yard line or something.
Here, I got to tell you something. I'd run one of those jet sweeps. It would chew up more time, and they've been, unfortunately, Revere's been very successful getting around the corner, getting to the outside. So you run the motion, you give them the direct handoff, and all right, they're passing. Good defensive play.
Yeah.
But again, Dylan Peluso. So they tested Dylan twice, and he came up big.
And they were right in there on the quarterback, too.
Okay.
So the Tanners get another chance. And they have the ball in good field position.
Okay, Matt Gingivitis is in at quarterback with Angel Polino in the backfield. Ridley's in as a wide receiver. Declan Russell is in, split to the right. So there's QB Matt. There's the snap. Reads. He's out to the outside, 40, 45, 50. 45-40 and out of bounds with 3:11 left. Great run by. And there's a Revere player down. All right, he's all right. He's taking himself out. So they're marking him out at the Revere 41-yard line. So 3:11 left in this game. Peabody High down by 8. 1st and 10. On a great run by Matt Gingivitis.
A couple of first downs and they're back in the ball game.
So double slot to the right out of the spread. Coach is signaling the play. Matt's calling it. There's a pass. Looking up top. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3:05 left in the game.
Why are they looking at the long touchdown pass? That's beyond me.
See, they were going home run on that one.
Yeah.
See what they on the far side of the field. That's man to man. You got that. You can play pitch and catch on that left side. And there goes Matt J. He's all the way up to the 22-yard line, and it looks like he caught the ball, but it hit the ground.
Right.
He hit the ground, forced the fumble. Peabody High is going to retain possession with 2:40 left in the game. So Peabody High is going to have possession 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line with 2:40 left in the game. They're down by 8. They need a touchdown. They need the 2-point conversion. And I'm telling you,
both those things are big things you're asking for.
Their left side of their offensive line is collapsing. The Revere right offensive line. So he's rolling left. He's throwing it up high. Oh, my gosh. So Alex Danisco, the sophomore quarterback, came in to throw that pass.
That was meant for Jack Woods. He almost picked it up.
Yeah. So Danisco staying in at quarterback. I'll tell you, no, Matt he brought them down. He must have ran, 35, 40 of the yards to get them to where they are.
Danisco's back in there now.
Danisco's in, yes. And Angel Polino is in a halfback. And again, double slot to the right. And they're looking to number 11. Oh, it was a great defensive play. So that was intended for Jared Ridley. See, literally when you have three receivers, two go long and you do a square out or a hook, and you get the guy for the 10-yard gain, and you pick away. You get a couple of short completions, then you go up top. Anyhow, it's easy to be up here in the booth saying this stuff.
Right. But now it's 3rd down and 10. So
3rd and 10. You have Alex Danisco in at quarterback. Angel Polino is the halfback. He's set to the left. Out of the spread, double slot to the right. There's the snap. There's Danisco. He's got number 2, Kobe Terrian.
it's too bad running took you all this way, and you go down and...
Yeah. Well, that's been the story of the whole game,
Right.
Just about ifs. So here it is. 4th and 10. Peabody High has the ball on the Revere 22-yard line, down by 8, 2:12 left in the game. And this is it. This is the ball game right here. So Danisco breaks the huddle. Angel Polino to the left, double slot to the right, out of the spread. There's the snap. Alex is up. That was a very good defensive play. I'll tell you, even if it was a completion, it was very close. If not, right at the first down marker.
So there's 2 minutes left in the ball game, and the Revere takes over. What Peabody needs is to get that ball back.
You got to strip it. You
Right.
got to strip it. Yep. So Revere's in its double wing formation. And there's just a handoff up to the left, and there goes the running back. He brought down by Maglione, but there's a first down.
Right up to the 40-yard line.
All right, Lou, handoff off to the left side.
Shot gain.
Jake Souza, was one of the stoppers on that play.
I think the Peabody has probably three timeouts left. They only
They
used
just
one
took
or
one.
two.
They just took one.
One.
That first down on the Revere's first offensive play, that hurt.
1:28 left in the ball game. 27-19. Peabody down by a score.
There's a fumble snap.
Oh.
Timeout.
Peabody.
3rd down and 8. They need to stop now, and they'll get the ball back for a few plays.
Well,
Maybe.
they may have to punt. We may get them to punt.
Lost a yard on that play. 3rd down and 9.
All right. So they've only used this formation twice before. It's the bunch to the left. And you know what? It's funny. Look at that. I gave it. Peabody High got it. There's a fumble. Peabody High has recovered the ball. Lou, I have to tell you, you go bunched left, okay?
And then they go right?
And they toss sweep right, away from all the blockers.
And he didn't catch the ball.
Toss sweep away from all of your blockers.
Now they got plenty of time.
Okay,
They don't have to throw it all the time.
So here's Matt Gendrifsettis is back in with Polino. You watch. He's going to read and run left. They've been collapsing the Revere side. There it is. Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. The thing is, he's got to get up, and they're going to go quick. And I have to tell you, number 58 pancakes someone. Eddie Collado. Again, there's the read. It's Angel Polino. Okay, they got to hurry up. They got to get it back in. So Peabody High is going to be on the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3 with 55 seconds left in the game. They're down by 8, so they have to score, and they have to get the 2-point conversion.
Keep your eye on the officials, see if they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, I know 58 had one great block. He pancaked someone on the last play.
I don't have a 58 on the program.
Well, he's in the book right here. Eddie Collado, Sr.
Wow.
Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, Lou.
Well, he's in there now, too. So there is a 58 down there.
Okay, Matt Gendrifsettis in at quarterback. Angel Polino at halfback. There's the ride. There's over to the left. Get to the outside, Matt. Go. Get to the outside. Get to the outside. Good job.
Wow.
So he's down to the 4-yard line.
And out of bounds.
47 seconds left.
Well, they spot the ball on the 7-yard line.
You know, it's one of these things where, you think, okay, you're in the spread. You've been able to collapse their right side and use the strength of our left side. Here we go. A pass to number 2. Is he down to the 2-yard line? 39 seconds. They got to hustle. Gendrifsettis out of the spread to Angel Polino. Polino is in for a touchdown. Peabody High with 21 seconds left in the game. They scored. They bring it within 1. Within 2. So it's 27-25. And
this is a big play now. Oh, boy.
Okay. So to tie the game, Peabody High needs this conversion. 2-point conversion. Gendrifsettis has Polino to the left. It's out of the spread.
Revere calls a timeout.
Yep.
Here's a replay on this.
Go ahead, Lou.
There's a touchdown, Polino driving over, and he's still in good position to even fall further into the end zone.
You know, with what Matt was doing out of the spread and faking to Polino to the right, but running left and running left. You just wonder, why don't you just put Jake Souza in front of him and just run left and have an extra blocker?
Yeah, he needs someone to help him get into the end zone with a good, decent block. All he has to do is block one guy.
Okay, so Junior Versettis is bringing him out. He's going to have Polino to the left. Jack Woods is split out to the left, and that's man to man. You have a double slot to the right. He's running it. There goes Matt Gianfavetta, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. So Peabody High's going to have to do the onside kick, and hopefully they get the ball back.
That was a tough play.
Yeah.
I thought they'd maybe try to do something a little bit different by going wide, with all that tight formation there.
Well, you have a kid like Polino, and you haven't used him outside yet today.
Right.
That's when they call it the super toss out of the spread, and you just run at the line of the quarterback just runs at the defensive end and then just tosses it to Polino outside and let him just run wild. But we're not coaches.
We want to be, though, I guess. We want to
be. We can't give up the day job.
You gotta give the coaching staff a lot of credit tonight for bringing the Tanners back to this point.
They've demonstrated unbelievable versatility in personnel on that offense. They have. I'm just looking at it in terms of offensive ball handlers. Peluso, Russell, Ridley, Kniff, Vecchio's been in, Polino, Cole, Gidries, Souza, and then you had three quarterbacks.
Right.
That's a lot of people. And it's bouncing around. Something's loose. Peabody High is signaling they got it. And Peabody High has recovered it. Peabody High has recovered.
So they got 3 plays probably to get it into the end zone.
So go back to the blown coverage play where they hit. It was Russell, right? For the 70-yarder. You got to go back to that play, but you change. Here's the replay now.
What a nice offside kick. And, it hit him and then was still on the ground.
The thing is, who got it?
Well, we didn't see it.
Okay, so Matt J is in at quarterback. Woods is up to the right. Matt's dropping back. I don't know who he threw to. I mean, it was in between Terrian and Woods. Russell and Ridley. Russell and Ridley are on the near side of the field.
14 seconds left.
Yeah, 14 seconds.
Maybe 2 plays.
So Russell and Ridley are down below. Okay, there's Matt J. He's got a nice pass to the outside. Excellent job. That was Declan Russell. He got out of bounds right at the 30. They're going to mark it at the 36-yard line to 10 seconds left. Yeah, they have a chance of 2 plays if they can get out of bounds.
2 plays if they get out of bounds.
Okay, there's Matt J. There's a 4-man rush. Bounced it. So 7 seconds. They'd still may be able to get 2. One short one and one to the end zone. So Peabody High has climbed the ladder, clawed back within 2, 27-25, 7 seconds left. Okay, so now they're switching up. They got Alice Denisco in at quarterback. Austin Leggett is in.
A field goal.
Austin Leggett is lining up for a field goal, 53 yards. And don't even know what happened.
It was blocked.
I don't think they even got the ball teed up.
And that's the end of the ball game.
Yeah.
So the final score, Revere 27, Peabody 25. Mike, how about some of your last comments? And I want to thank you very much for joining us this week, and I hope you come back again.
Well, it was a pleasure to get back with you. I mean, we spent 7 years doing the St. John's games together, Lou, and during that time period, we had the Peabody High game.
Right.
Now we're gonna, and this is enjoyable, but we have the sideline commentary coming up.
And we'll be back.
Absolutely wild finish here. Revere 27, Peabody 25. Looks like both teams just gave the game away towards the end. Crazy finish that led to a field goal being blocked. However, Peabody, they came back. They battled back in this game. Just too many turnovers, too many penalties. Before the second half, they fumbled off a shotgun snap that led to no points. That could have been the difference in this game. And then at the end of the game, they get an onside kick. They get a couple passes down the field. They get the kick blocked. So it was just a really up and down performance. Give credit to Revere. They really hung in there. They really put the pressure on. However, when they had the pressure on, they fumbled off a toss sweep on a 4th and 3. Horrible play call. However, that didn't really come back to bite them as Peabody just could not put it away. So 27-25 Revere, and an absolutely wild one. Thanks for tuning in. Back to you guys in the booth.
Let's see. All right, Mike, once again, I want to thank you very much, and hoping to see you again. And
Well, it was reminiscent. We got to do 2 Super Bowls during
Right.
that period. Went to Gillette and saw the Prep beat Brockton.
we might go down in history.
Yeah. but don't forget our sponsors, DC Rentals and Lynn Ladder, for providing this the sponsorship, for this production. The people at Peabody Cable, Camille Bartlett, Natalie, Gus, Jim Palmer,
And
and
this outstanding
Josiah,
crew.
and the whole crew. We got 9 people here today, and enjoyable night
Right.
in a great venue, a venue that the city can be very proud of.
So I want to thank everyone for watching, and this is Lucis Osmo for the rest of our crew. Thank you, and good evening.